Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here. We are starting in just 1.5 minutes. Thank you.
Young leaders, excellencies, distinguished delegates, colleagues and friends. It's a pleasure to be here with you for the historic launch of the first ever WHO Southeast Asia Regional Youth Council. You know, I had the honor and pleasure to launch WHO's Youth Council at headquarters a few years ago. And so I'm so happy to be here for the launch of this regional council, which I think will contribute hugely to the regional's success, to shaping the regional's agenda, and to helping us drive progress in the region of Southeast Asia. So, to all our youth representatives, my appreciation and admiration for your vision, passion, and energy. As you know, our region is home to the largest generation of young people in the world, 315 million between the ages of 10 and 24. You are the present and you are the future. and we're happy to have you with us to shape your future in health. Your voice is essential to shaping the agenda. As I said, in my youth interactions at headquarters in Geneva and in many events, I've seen, how young people have shaped our climate and health agenda, how young people have shaped, our health system strengthening agenda, have shaped how we look at health promotion rather than addressing illness, right? Having a greater focus on well-being. And so I have a lot of trust that you will do and accomplish the same here. Investing in young people provides a very high return of investment. So it's, the Director General and I call it a smart investment. It has a 24 times return for every dollar invested in mental health, for example, right? In adolescent mental health. We also see an even 26 times return for every dollar invested in making sure that girls stay in school and get good education. And so, overall, investment in health is a smart investment, and investment in adolescent health is a perhaps even smarter investment. Last year, our member states endorsed the Ministerial Declaration on Adolescent Responsive Health Systems. They committed to inclusive, high-quality care without barriers, and to ensure that youth participation is systemic and not symbolic. Today, I'm really pleased that we, WHO, our member states, deliver on that promise with the new WHO-SEARO Youth Council to make youth engagement in health and well-being both tangible and meaningful. With that, I thank you. I wish you an excellent meeting, and I hope that youth delegations are part of every agenda item that we touch on in the coming days. I thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Katrina Bowen, our officer in charge WHO-SEARO, for your address. Also for reaffirming what we all know to be true. Young people are both present and future. So, good morning, namaste, minglaba, Ayubowan, and a huge hello to everyone joining us today in Colombo and across the region. My name is Tauda Wimomote. I'm Junior Public Health Professional, Newborn, Child and Adolescent Health Unit, WHO-SEARO.
Good morning, everyone, and my name is Sapna Dubey. I'm the JPP for Gender Equity and Rights and Preventing Sexual Misconduct at WHO-SEARO, and we will be moderating the session today. So when doesn't it feel like something new is beginning? What is happening?
Yes, Sapna, is that something useful and something powerful. Because today we are not just launching a council, we are also launching a movement.
A movement that amplifies young people's voices in shaping health, rights, and well-being across our region.
Yes. We are joined by distinguished officials from Ministry of Health Sri Lanka, senior leaders from WHO, our youth council members from across the country, youth group, partners, our colleagues and friends from near and far.
Right. So let's begin the celebration of connection, creativity, and collective purpose. To open today's event, after Dr. Katarina's speech, may we please invite Dr. Chandima Siritunga, Director, Maternal and Child Health, Family Health Bureau, Ministry of Health, Sri Lanka, for your welcome remarks. May we have a round of applause for him.
Right, thank you, Ayubowan. Good morning. Director General of Health Services Sri Lanka, distinguished representative of WHO-SEARO and the WHO country officers, honorable delegates from member states, esteemed colleagues and experts from Ministry of Health, Youth Council members, inspiring youth leaders, valued partners, and dear friends. It's a great pleasure to address you all on this significant occasion, the launch of the WHO Southeast Asia Regional Youth Council. The event marks a new chapter in our engagement, empowerment, and partnership with young people across the region. Sri Lanka is deeply honored to host this landmark event here in Colombo on the eve of the 78th Regional Committee meeting. Today's gathering is a powerful affirmation of truth we all recognize, that young people are not just the leaders of tomorrow, but active partners of today. They represent the energy, creativity, and innovation of essential to shape in resilient, inclusive, and future-ready health systems. In Sri Lanka, we have long believed in the transformative potential of youth engagement in health and development. The Family Health Bureau, which serves as the national focal point for adolescent and youth health, has spearheaded the several pioneering initiatives in the region that place young people at the heart of its work. One such initiative is the information of youth group known as YHUBs, affiliated with the medical officers of health officers and hospital young PSS centers and at the community level. The primary goal of these youth groups is simple yet profound: to empower adolescents and youth to take an active role in improving their own health and that of their peers. Through these groups, young people are not merely recipients of health services. They become advocates, educators, and leaders within their own communities. They help shape interventions that are relevant and effective, and they drive change that is sustainable and deeply rooted in local realities. This approach aligns perfectly with the vision behind the establishment of the SEARO Youth Council, an initiative that will undoubtedly strengthen and accelerate our collective efforts. By institutionalizing youth voices within regional governance, this council ensures that young people are not only consulted, but are actively involved in decision making, policy development, and the design of health strategies. As we celebrate the launch of this council today, let us also recognize it as a powerful opportunity, an opportunity to learn from each other, to build stronger partnerships, and to create spaces where young people's leadership can flourish. It is an opportunity to reaffirm our shared commitment to meaningful youth engagement, not as a token of gesture, but as a cornerstone of how we work towards universal health coverage and the sustainable development goals. I am confident that the collaboration between WHO-SEARO member states, youth networks, and partners through this council will pave the way to innovative solutions and transformative change. Together, we can build systems that respond to the needs, aspirations, and potentials of our adolescents and youth. And in doing so, we will build a healthier, more equitable future for all. On behalf of the Family Health Bureau, Ministry of Health, I extend our deepest appreciation to WHO-SEARO and the WHO Country Office for this initiative, and reiterate Sri Lanka's unwavering commitment to advancing adolescent and youth health. Let us move forward together, guided by the voices of our young people and strengthened by their leadership. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Chandima, for those inspiring reflections. Now, please join me in welcoming our next distinguished speaker, Dr. Asala Gunawardena, Director General of Health Services, Ministry of Health, Sri Lanka, please deliver his address. Thank you.
Good morning to all of you. Subodaya Sanak, Siluma Denata. Dr. Katrina, the officer in charge of SEARO Office WHO, the DPM Dr. Mac, and all the other distinguished representatives from the WHO SEARO Office, and all the ministry officials from the Ministry of Health, and all the other delegates from the member states, and esteemed colleagues, and the most important youth leaders, partners, and friends. It's a great pleasure and honor to address you all today at this historic moment, the launch of the WHO Southeast Asia Regional Youth Council, taking place here in Colombo, Sri Lanka, setting the stage for 78th Regional Committee meeting. On behalf of Ministry of Health and Mass Media, Sri Lanka, I extend very warm welcome to each of you, and we are deeply honored to co-host this landmark event in collaboration with the WHO-SEARO Office. I also take this opportunity to acknowledge the Family Health Bureau, the technical arm of Ministry of Health, which has been instrumental in coordinating this launch and in driving adolescent and youth health initiative nationally. Young people are not just leaders of tomorrow, they are partners of today. Across WHO Southeast Asia region, individuals aged 10 to 24 years represent a significant portion of our population. Their energy, innovation, and creativity are indispensable in shaping the health policies and systems that will determine our shared future. The establishment of SEARO Youth Council is therefore a truly visionary step, one that moves us from talking about youth engagement to institutionalizing it at the heart of regional health governance. Council embodies WHO SEARO commitment to walking the talk on meaningful youth participation, providing young leaders not only a seat at the table, but also a voice in shaping the agenda. Sri Lanka has consistently recognized the central role of young people in achieving universal health coverage and the sustainable development goals. Our health system is built on strong primary health care foundation that prioritize youth, integrating them as a key group from school health programs to community-based initiatives. The Family Health Bureau, through its Adolescent and Youth Health Unit, has led pioneering efforts such as the Young Peers Centers and Youth Hub initiatives designed to make health service more accessible, acceptable, and adolescents and to the youth. These platforms empower young people not just as beneficiaries but as active change makers in their communities, a philosophy that resonates deeply with the vision of SEARO Youth Council. Today's launch is not just the unveiling of a new council, it is the beginning of collective journey. The diversity of the council's membership, 9 primary youth organizations representing 8 countries, and the regional network is a testament to the richness of voices and perspectives that will now contribute to the regional health policy and strategy. As the government and development partners and the public health leaders, it is our duty to nurture, guide, and amplify these voices. Our role is not to speak for young, but to listen, learn and partner them, ensuring that policies are not only for youth but also by youth. The Ministry of Health and Mass Media stand firmly committed to supporting the work of SEARO Youth Council. We will continue to invest in structures that enable meaningful youth participation, from strengthening youth-led health promotion at grassroots level to integrating youth perspectives into national policy dialogues. We call upon our partners, governments, UN agencies, civil society and media to join us in sustaining this momentum. Together we can mobilize resources, political will and technical support to ensure that Council not only thrives but becomes a transformative force in public health governance. The young people here today and to those joining us online, this is our moment. Your ideas, your leadership and your vision will shape the future of health in our region. We trust you to challenge us, we inspire us and hold us accountable. Let this launch mark the beginning of a powerful partnership, one that puts youth voices at the center of health decision making and builds a healthier, more equitable and future for all. I look forward to witnessing a transformative journey of the WHO-SEARO Youth Council in the years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Asal, for your excellent remark. Our sincere thanks to the governments of Sri Lanka and the Ministry of Health for co-hosting us and championing meaningful youth participation today.
With this now, it is time for something more. It's time to let movement and dances and music sometimes speak more than words. The Ministry of Health in Sri Lanka has an extensive network of youth organizations across the country. Today, we have the privilege of welcoming one such youth group from the Kalutara Teaching Hospital, Yohan Piasa Youth Club. They will be presenting a traditional Sri Lankan provincial dance based on the Narilata flower, a rare, very beautiful flower in Sri Lanka which holds deep meaning. Vin, would you tell more?
Thanks, Stephanie. This Narilata flower symbolizes the beauty, grace, and strength of women. So let's welcome to our young, beautiful performer. Please take the floor.
Sakpamba isuru viskam karamina evina handin Sakviti raju hata isuru kala Jaya Sankanade මයි විෂ්ණු තෙද බල කිරුළු රුවල දේව පරණ නීල සලුම ගුරුළු ආසුන පිට නැගිලා වදින විෂ්ණු තෙද සඳලු තලසල් පිසතර කොන රන්සර වන රඟහල් තුල ඉසී බුලන සුන්දර මුහුණු පෙළ අතර කිසිම දින මින් පෙර නොදුටු ඔබ කවුදයි කියනු මන රුවදසට හමු නොවෙනා කෝලනි හඬ වදිනා මුදු සීත ගුණය දැනුනා මේ කිවිවරු කියනවා
චන්දමෙන් කොකුන් පිනිවිය ගත සෑම දින අන්දමින් ගොතාවරල සපීරා බලා යස සුර කල්මෝන තනියහන තේ කිසේ සතපෙන වදනෝන
රූපරතනු මිනි මොසරි
That was mesmerizing and truly beautiful. Thank you so much. And now we turn to the Youth Council. With immense pride and humility, we share that the Youth Council members were selected with a lot of rigorous process, more than 60 applications from all across the regions, and then we selected 9 Youth Council members. However, these are just our representatives, and all of you in the room are part in one way or the other to the Youth Council. Now, their passion and commitment truly stood out. Let's meet our Youth Council in a brief video. Are you ready? Can we please have the video? Can we have a round of applause?
Hello everyone, this is Sadat from Bangladesh, representing IFMSA Asia Pacific region. For me, IFMSA is a community where diverse cultures and stories unite under one dream, a healthier, more equitable world. What inspires me most is that how we live by the spirit of think globally, act locally, turning our vision into impact through public health, human rights, medical education and intercultural learning. Our diversity is our strength and reminds me that real change begins when we come together with passion and purpose.
Hello everyone, this is SM Shirkot. I work as the Executive Director at SEARO Bangladesh and I am also a WHO-SEARO Youth Council member from Bangladesh. SEARO Bangladesh is a youth-focused national level organization advancing health equity through a universal health coverage lens. We prioritize adolescent and youth SRH mental health, GBV prevention, disability inclusion and access in climate vulnerable communities. We make care dignified, confidential and youth-led. By strengthening youth-friendly services, training peer counselors, improving referral pathways, and translating community evidence into policy and practice. My passion is policy advocacy that bridges clinic, community, and the cabinet.
My name is Baldanong Subdorji and I am from Bhutan. I am currently representing a youth group called YP Bhutan. YP Bhutan is a youth-led network established in 2012, working to empower young people through peer-to-peer education and advocacy on sexual and reproductive health and rights. We are currently present in 19 colleges and institutes across the country with over more than 1,600 active members, mobilizing their base to promote healthy lifestyles, raise awareness and build youth leadership skills.
I'm Sanjoli from Odisha, India, and I currently work with the YP Foundation, which is a youth-led organization based out of New Delhi, India, that works on advancing the sexual and reproductive rights, health and justice by placing young people's leadership at the core. What truly drives me is the power of information. I believe that when adolescents and young people have access to affirming and clear knowledge and information about their rights, choices and bodies, it has the potential to shift perspectives and also help us navigate the challenges and obstacles that we face when it comes to our health and well-being. But information just isn't enough. Social security, be it about healthcare, education or protection, must be accessible, relatable and be built with young people's lived realities in mind.
Namaste, I am Shilpa and I represent Visible Impact, a youth-led organization in Nepal. Nepal is currently going through challenging times, politically, socially and economically. But even in these moments of uncertainty, young people continue to rise with hope, determination, and courage. At Visible Impact, we work with and for young people to ensure that every young people can live with dignity, rights, and opportunities. Our focus is on sexual and reproductive health and rights, leadership, and meaningful youth participation, because we believe that young voice is not just for the future, but they are the power of today.
I'm Paloti Somasiri, representing the Alcohol and Drug Information Center, ADIC, Sri Lanka. ADIC is a resource center working for nearly 30 years to create healthier, happier, and more equitable communities. Our vision is simple, is that whatever drug at whatever level is an impediment to happiness. We work to prevent alcohol, tobacco, and other drug use through effective education, policy advocacy, and most importantly, through social change. At ADIC, we empower youth to create long-lasting social change by challenging alcohol and tobacco industry interferences that deceive our youth by glamorizing harmful substances.
I'm May from the Pharmaceutical Students Association of Thailand, or PSAT Thailand. Who is PSAT and what do we do? Let's get to know together. PSAT Thailand, founded in 1975, represents voices of Thai pharmacy and pharmaceutical sciences students across Thailand from 20 universities. Our vision is to prepare the future pharmacists who contribute to public health issues through projects such as Digital Health Hackathon and Mental Health Assembly. And we aim to promote youth engagement in public health issues from local to global stage and enhance global citizenship in our students' mind. And it is all about us, PSAT Thailand. Thank you.
Hola, Hangenara Lucrecia Rosa dos Reis, representing Rotary Youth Leadership over Timor-Leste, based in Timor-Leste. At Raila Timor-Leste, we focus on providing leadership training to Timorese youth with the vision of empowering our young generation to become the best version of themselves and serving their families, communities, and nation. As a medical student, I'm very passionate about the connection between the health and the environment, and I believe that the youth play an important role in creating change, exploring challenges, and taking action to build a healthier and more sustainable future.
Thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed that. Three of our Youth Council members from IFMSA Regional, Thailand and Sri Lanka are present with us in person, and all the others are as online. And now we witnessed at the final movement, the Youth Council vision and commitment statement. The Youth Council has collaborated across boundaries and time zones or virtually to develop this collective statement tailored on consensus and teamwork. Dear our Youth Council member, you have the floor. Please kindly come to on the stage. Yes. Are you guys ready? Okay. So let's start the session. And Sanjoli, over to you.
Excellencies, distinguished delegates, colleagues, and my dear friends. Good afternoon from India. Southeast Asia is home to the largest adolescent population in the world. Yet, for many of the young people, accessing basic health and well-being remains a struggle. Why is it that in 2025, so many of us, so many adolescents and young people still can't reach the information and the care they need? Health and well-being services are still so fragmented and under-resourced. For those living in rural, marginalized, or crisis-affected areas, support is often too far, too expensive, or in a language we do not simply understand, or the information and the service is simply unavailable. And even when service exists, stigma, lack of confidentiality, and limited information makes it very difficult for us to seek help without fear or judgment. And new challenges are emerging every day: digital misinformation, climate change, and the growing influence of tobacco and alcohol industries that target young people. So, how do we change the story? How do we make multi-sectoral systems truly respond to the realities of young people's lives in the present? The Youth Council is a platform to listen and co-create. Young people are not homogeneous. To the realities of young people's lives in the present, how do we speak to them? How do we contextualize our systems to be responsive to the needs of young people? The Youth Council is a platform to listen and to co-create. Young people are not homogeneous, but collectively we own this and we are accountable to this agenda that we built together. I invite my friend Palden to share with you all our shared vision.
Thank you, Sanjovi. Our vision is clear and bold. It is a Southeast Asia where every adolescent, regardless of identity, geography, or circumstance, can access inclusive, equitable, and rights-based health systems that uphold dignity and empower them to thrive physically, mentally, and socially. Our purpose is to advance health and well-being for all through access, leadership, and leaving no one behind. All. A stands for access. L stands for leadership of young people. L for leaving no one behind. We are working for a future where young people are drivers of their own health and well-being and a strong voice in decision making that shape opportunities and life choices. But vision alone is not enough. What do you think, Lucretia?
Well, thank you, Balden. I think vision needs to be translated into a mission for the Youth Council through a virtuous circle of evidence to policy, policy to action, and action to accountability using this platform. Our mission is to position adolescent and young people as equal partners in shaping health and well-being policies and programs by amplifying young people voices and driving evidence-based, community-led solutions that protect and promote their rights and well-being. We will work across different sectors to address the social and environmental factors that determine adolescent health and well-being, advocating for solutions that are locally grounded, scalable, and sustainable, keeping in mind the diversity, dignity, and leadership of young people. As the Regional Youth Council, we are eager to share with you how and why we choose this as our mission and vision. Over to Paulin.
Thank you, Lucretia. The Youth Council working group discussions over the past month have focused on why health and well-being of young people is considered a privilege, not a right. And often, decisions about us are made without us. Policies designed with little contribution from young people and programs that do not meet our needs. This Youth Council is a step towards changing that.
Yes, our vision and mission are born out of lived experiences, from the young person struggling to access mental health care to the adolescent girl facing barriers to sexual and reproductive health and rights to the student navigating unsafe school commutes. We must ensure that challenges faced by them drive action. Okay, turning this over to Shaikat from Bangladesh and Tanuri from Sri Lanka to spotlight the commitments for our first tenure together.
Thank you, Lucretia and Palden. Our commitments are pillared on actions, not words. As the WHO Southeast Asia Youth Council, we are setting out 5 commitments to promote right-based access to equitable information and care. Our first commitment is representation. We will work with member states to uphold commitments made last year under the historic resolution on adolescent responsive health systems at the 77th Regional Committee. One of the key commitments is to ensure meaningful participation and contribution from young people, right from policymaking to implementation and monitoring progress. Our second commitment is policy advocacy. We will elevate the issues that most shape young lives like mental health, SRHR, climate and environmental risk, digital harms, non-communicable disease, and the challenges faced by adolescents in humanitarian settings. These are not isolated problems. They intersect, and they demand coordinated, youth-informed action. Over to you, Tanuri.
Thank you, Shaikat. I think those actions must connect family and communities, evidence and innovation. So let me take us to the next steps. So our third commitment is community linkages. We will work with young people wherever they are, whether it's online, in schools, informal settlements and remote villages. Through youth consultations and peer-led outreach, we'll make sure that policies and programs reflect our lived experiences. Our fourth commitment is evidence and accountability. We will promote youth-led research and learnings that capture what adolescents are truly facing. We'll work to make such evidence visible, accessible, and actionable, so decision makers are guided by facts and our lived realities. And our fifth commitment is innovation. We will co-design solutions that are inclusive, sustainable, and stigma-free. That means accessible mental health care, consistent school health packages such as WASH, menstrual hygiene, and prevention programs for alcohol, tobacco, and other drug use, drowning, and sensory health. These innovations will be co-designed and led collaboratively by our Youth Council.
These 5 commitments, representation, policy advocacy, community linkages, evidence, and innovation, form the basis of how we will achieve our vision and the mission.
Yes, and every commitment we take will be guided by one principle: young people as co-creators, co-drivers, and co-owners of this agenda for change. So, in what ways will we execute these commitments on the ground? Now I invite my colleagues Varanan from Thailand and Shilpa from Nepal to go over our on-ground initiatives.
Thank you, Shaikat and Tanuri. To bring these commitments to life, our organization are already moving forward with concrete actions on the ground. Initiatives led by our organizations are mapping where and how young people experience health, from classrooms and community centers to online spaces and homes, making sure no one is left unheard, no matter their gender, background, or ability. We are empowering youth leaders to create tobacco and alcohol-free communities, share evidence-based messages online, and work with policymakers to protect our generation from preventable harm. And we keep building together through mental health assemblies, digital health hackathons, and community camps to create spaces that inspire learning, innovation, and compassion in public health. But to make a lasting impact, we know we cannot do it alone. Partnerships are key. Inviting my colleagues, Shilpa from Nepal, to explain.
Thank you so much, Varanan. We recognize that young people's health is not shaped by the health systems alone. It is shaped by the families, schools, communities, workplaces, and even the digital spaces we live in. That's why our partnerships must be multi-sectoral and multi-stakeholder in nature. We believe in bridging the generations, that is, building mentorships between the youth advocates and experienced health professionals so that the leadership is shared and sustained. Our approach to partnership is simple. It has to be inclusive, it has to be evidence-driven, and rooted in respect. Because only when we work together across sectors, across generations, and across borders, we can achieve a healthier and resilient Southeast Asia for every young person. And with that spirit of collaboration, I'd like to invite our regional representative, Sadat, to share our next steps together.
Thank you, Shilpa. Over the next 2 years, WHO Southeast Asia Regional Youth Council will turn commitments into action through collaboration, digital innovation, creativity, empathy, and accountability. The Council will work for results that change the daily lives of young people, from better mental well-being to safer schools, to stronger protections against harmful practices. In the coming months, we'll meet to develop our work plan using a multi-sectoral partnership-based approach. Finally, we want to end with the words of Dr. Tedros, WHO's Director General. There is no health without young people. Their voices is our compass towards equity and well-being. Thank you, and we look forward to working with you and for you for the health and well-being and future of every young person in Southeast Asia. Now, we are pleased to pass the floor back to our moderators.
Thank you for a very forward-looking vision. We are all thrilled to work with you in the coming times. Thank you.
Okay, everyone, now it is your turn. Let's create something together, a slogan that captures the pulse of this council.
Yes, and your role is pertinent. Listen carefully, everyone. Now, all of you are participating in this. Our youth council debated, negotiated, and we have come up with 5 slogans altogether. Now, we need your help in selecting the youth council slogan. In the next 2 minutes, you have the slogan choices up here. We request you to please scan the QR code or log into the Slido portal through this passcode and give us your vote for the slogan of the Youth Council. Our collective choice in the next 2 minutes is going to define the slogan of the Youth Council for the next 2 years. Over to you.
Yes. So grab your phone and scan the QR code. If that is not okay with you, so you can go any browser at your phone and type slido.com and enter the passcode.
We need more participants. Log in, log in.
Yeah. Now, 7 people join.
Do we have a consensus yet? No. We have a divided house. The bars are dancing. Okay, 20 seconds more. Please make up your mind. All right, so the last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We stop, the voting lines are closed.
So 80 people join and vote the slogan of the Youth Council.
And the Youth Council slogan is?
Empowering youth voice, shaping healthy futures.
Woohoo! Thank you all for participating. The result really reflects what a quick collaboration can do. It's symbolic. We are all in this together. All right. Thank you very much. And now to close, we invite to wrap up this powerful session, we are delighted to invite Dr. Chirantika Vitana, Consultant Community Physician and National Program Manager for Adolescent and Youth Health, Ministry of Health, to please deliver our closing remark. Thank you.
Distinguished delegates, esteemed colleagues, youth leaders and partners, as we come to the close of this remarkable launch event, I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude to all who contributed to making this movement a reality. Today marks not only the official launch of the WHO Southeast Asia Region Youth Council, but also a significant milestone in our collective journey towards strengthening meaningful youth engagement in health and well-being across our region. The voices we heard today, from passionate youth leaders to visionary policymakers, remind us that young people are not just beneficiaries of development, but drivers of transformation. The establishment of Regional Youth Council symbolizes a renewed commitment to place young people at the heart of decision making, where their insights, innovations, and ideas can shape health agenda of tomorrow. On behalf of the Ministry of Health and the Family Health Bureau, it is a privilege and honor to have co-hosted this historic event alongside WHO-SEARO and country office. We are proud that Sri Lanka could provide a platform for this new chapter, where youth from across the region unite under a shared vision of equity, inclusion, and resilience. As we look ahead, let us carry forward the energy and enthusiasm. Just build this room today. Let us ensure Youth Council is not just a platform, but a movement that amplifies young voices, bridges generations, and influence tangible policy and action. To Youth Council members, your leadership begins today. Continue to inspire, challenge, and collaborate. We look forward to walk beside you as partners, mentors, and advocates in the transformative journey. As we come to the close, our gratitude is extended to Director General of Health Service for your guidance for all of Health Ministry officials. Finally, extend warm thanks to WHO-SEARO Country Office, higher officials from the Ministry, DDGs, Director Maternal Child Health, directors, consultants, and other health officials. Last but not least, extensive thanks goes to our Youth Council members and all our youth representatives for unwavering commitment to youth empowerment and health promotion in the region. Together, let us continue to build a healthier, stronger, and more inclusive Southeast Asia region, where every young person is empowered and acknowledged. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chirandekar, for you are reminding us that young people are not just participants, they are partnered in shaping the health landscape of our region. Now it is time for the group photo session. So we would like to capture this moment forever, our very first group photo as the WHO-SEARO Youth Council community.
Thank you. To capture this moment, may we request to have two pictures. First, for the first one, may we please request the Youth Council members to join us on the stage. The Ministry of Health senior officials, please join us on stage, and WHO-SEARO senior leadership to please also join us on the stage. And for the second session, we would invite everyone to join us on stage. So can we please prepare for the first picture? Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. We request you to please join us for lunch. The lunch is being served on the 7th floor. The lunch is being served on the 7th floor. There's an escalator which you can use to go there. 7th floor for food. Thank you. For your kind attention, once again, lunch is being served on the 7th floor. You can use the escalators to go there. Thank you. Thank you, Youth Council
Thank you, Youth
members.
Council members and everyone who joined virtually today. Thank you so much.
you.
Bye-bye.